Hi, this is Laura, and just wanted to check in as we are close to beginning week 5 of the course, and I wanted to let you know that all of the materials for Module 2, weeks 3, 4, and 5 are available to you, and in the things that are coming up, we've had your colleagues and peers posting their consequentialism and egoism presentations for you, so you should be actively reviewing those and providing feedback on their presentations. And just go ahead and click here, and then you'll be taken into that area so you can review their presentations and give feedback. And then you also have upcoming this ethical case study. I had done a previous video about that. And then we have presentations coming up on October 24th, which is next Monday. So those individuals that are doing those presentations, please be sure that you go up to this area that says you want to place or post your, I passed it, I'm sorry, your course presentation and peer feedback discussion. Reminder that you need to post a week in advance of your presentation to your smaller group so that you can in fact get feedback in advance. So that's the course presentation, peer feedback discussion area before you turn in your final presentation. And so we have some pretty exciting upcoming presentations that will happen for you, and then other ones that you have already had access to. And then for week 5, what I'd like to spend time on is explaining a little bit of where we're going long term for the rest of the term on this particular set of assignments. So this Module 2 is developing your own code of ethics. When you click on it, it has a bit of information, but I wanted to try and spell it out as best as I can so that you understand the requirement. It is due October 31st by 11:59 p.m. And but what this is over the next number of weeks, you'll have these smaller assignments to help you, because at the end of the term, you will turn in a 1 to 2 page code of ethics that is your personal or professional code of ethics. And it's completely up to you. I'm going to give you guidance along the way and some samples, but I'd like you to develop what is meaningful to you. And then, but what it is it has a brief introduction here. The instructions are to start for this particular upcoming assignment at week 5. You're going to brainstorm and start writing down your personal professional code of ethics, and the activities just to get you to start focusing on your values, beliefs, and actions, and to start connecting those with some of the ethical theories that we've been studying. So I don't want to tell you, I've given you headings here that I'd like you to include in this reflection. It is considered a reflection, but I'd like you to think about these, because this will be kind of the headings, or most of the headings for the final assignment. But again, I don't want to be too prescriptive. I want it to be something that is meaningful to you. So this is to help you begin thinking about what you might want to include. But for this assignment, I would like you to use these prompts. And then I have attached this Code of Ethics template, and I'll click on it so you can just see what it looks like. And you do not have to use it. It does have the same headings that I'm asking you to do in your reflection. It has a space for you to fill it in. It's really just, again, to be a prompt to guide you so you can work through thinking about your own personal or professional code of ethics. So go ahead and use that, and if you do decide to use it and fill it out, just turn that in. You do not have to do 2 separate things. Just either do a document that addresses these bullet points to the best of your ability, or if you come up with other bullet points, that's fine, or use that template document. So that is there. And then the other thing that I've done is I provided you a number of other resources that you can look at. Some of these are coming from like a recruitment website, because a lot of people end up doing these for jobs that they are hired for. A lot of higher education ones ask you to provide a code of ethics. So hopefully, if you think about it from not only a way that you can use it around making decisions or addressing complex situations that you face, but even if you're thinking about, you may want to use it or have it handy in case it's ever asked for in a job application. But I gave you some examples. I also gave you some standards here that were for professions that do a decent job of linking theory. That is one thing I do want you to do, is to connect as you see in here or in that template document, I want you to think about how your responses and reflection connect to the theories that we've been studying. And then you'll see there are 2 examples here, and one of them is not particularly pretty, this one, but it does actually have some links to theory. And this one is a pretty example, but it doesn't have any links to theory, but it is an example of one that is visually appealing. So I hope that helps you. The rubric is here for you, and if you have questions, please let me know. But going back, I just want to do a quick review of where we are in the term. So we've spent the first part of the term in week 1 just getting you familiar with some of the early ethical concepts and principles, getting you kind of situated with your course presentation and chapter summary. You've done 1 ethical case study, and you're working on another one. You've had some reflections. In weeks 3, 4, and 5, you've been really starting to look at more of the theories, consequentialism, egoism, a lot of Kantian perspectives, and ethical pluralism. And I would say that generally speaking, my own experience around ethics is the first number of ethical theories did not really resonate with me well. But once I started getting into ethical pluralism, and especially where we're kind of heading in the next few weeks, you'll see a few more ones that might start resonating a little bit more with you, like prima facie duties. That's one that for me was a pretty enlightening one when we got there. So just hang in there and know that I am working hard to make this practical for you and applied. I've heard that feedback and I appreciate that. The ethical case study 2 was one where I tried to give you some open-ended options so you could pick something that would really apply to you. I gave examples, but the future case studies, they're going to allow you even more freedom to really examine ethical situations and start pairing your ethical code of conduct with your case studies in terms of what are you experiencing out in the world and how is this course or the materials informing you as a practitioner. I hope that helps. I've enjoyed being your instructor thus far, and I of course am still open as always to any feedback that you might have, and I do wish all of you well. Thank you.